these people, together with the vice president, have delivered then what an economic management team should deliver over time?
So, first and foremost, we need to limit their role to advise, whether they have provided the requisite advice, they were able to, the quality of advice they provided, whether or not the members were able to start to live up to the expectation Ghanaians, the expectation of Ghanaians on them regarding the advice they provide to the president. And that's like the vice president mentioned, the quality of advice, I have no reason to doubt the quality of advice the members of the EMT give to the president. I mean, sitting down and listening to them have deliberation on economic issues and the resolution they have on those issues. Some of them have actually led to massive improvement in the fortunes of the Ghanaian people.
Like which ones?
So, for instance, the advice they give to government on the back of the crisis. The goal for oil, I remember the vice president making the proposal and passing it to cabinet for it to be implemented. I remember also the Bank of Ghana gold exchange program. The BOG also sits on the EMT. So they are also permanent members, more or less, of the EMT. So these are some of the quality advice the people, the EMT members have given government, has given central government or agencies to implement. I also remember on the back of the reduction of benchmark values, the Minister for Trade in collaboration for Minister for Agriculture brought in some list of items we needed to make protection for in the context of local production. The team discussed it and provided advice, and the advice was taken to protect the local industry. That was another advice that I think that the quality of advice, I have no reason to doubt that. Okay, the rice production has also has increased significantly because of the policy proposal and suggestion the EMT has made. So for me, the quality of advice that the team gave the president, I have no reason to doubt that. However, you see, we can still say that there are certain things the Ghanaian...
I'm sure that same advice was also brought to bear when the finance minister was saying we were proud people that would never go the way of the IMF. And eventually we ended up there much later than we ought to have, accepted by international institutions, including even the credit ratings agencies and including other, CSOs, the minority, who said we should have gone a lot earlier and left us in the lurch. I guess all of that advice will also be factored in, right?
Yeah, all that advice. And I feel like, sincerely, the decision to go to the IMF was the last resort. The finance minister was clear that we can manage our affairs. There's no need to go to the IMF. The deputy finance minister was clear that we are not going to the IMF. But when push came to shove, we needed to do that. And under the circumstances, the Ghanaian economy had no option than to opt for such an option. So when you are basically optionless, you have to take measures that would actually save your economy, that would save life. And you remember on the back of that, the vice president came out clearly to defend the Bank of Ghana on their decision to, in fact, extend credit to the central government to make sure that central government is able to hold on to the crisis until normalcy return. So for me, we can discuss the IMF program in this context, but you see, IMF program, as it were, no country will want to go for the IMF program unless, of course, it's a measure of last resort. And I think that the government took that decision because there was basically no option out for the government then to sign on to the program.
But